Welcome back. California passed a sanctuary state law back in 2017 to protect illegal immigrants. Well, now one county sheriff in the state says he's going to defy that law and will contact ICE when he's aware that a person in local custody is in the country illegally and poses a serious public safety threat. Amador County Sheriff Gary Redman is kind enough to join us live now to talk about this. Sheriffs, thanks for your time. You're essentially giving the state of California and Gavin Newsom the finger. Are you expecting any sort of retribution?
Absolutely, and I've already received a letter. I was expecting that, putting me on notice that I'm required to follow state law, and they are watching me. But the fact is, they're the ones giving California a finger over and over of championing and uplifting criminals here in California instead of the people that we need to, which are the victims of California. And I'm just not willing to do that. So
they send you a letter saying you got to follow state law. Sounds like you're not going to. So what do you envision is going to happen next? Are they going to send you another letter, or what's going to happen?
Well, until I actually do something, there's a lot of provisions of SB 54 that I am allowed to follow and actually will work out. And I think most sheriffs in California are doing exactly that. We're doing everything we can to make California safe. But it's a very isolated incident that if somebody's going to get released and I have to put them back into the community, that's where I'm just not going to do it. And at that point, excuse me, I think I'll probably end up getting some type of injunction from the Attorney General or court order basically demanding that I do follow the law.
So will you work with ICE just on violent crimes or pretty much any crime? Say an illegal immigrant in your county gets a DUI, doesn't crash or hurt anybody but has a DUI. Will you work with ICE on that, or is this only limited to serious violent felonies?
Only limited to serious violent felonies or what I believe is going to pose a public safety risk. I can tell you, I already had somebody in my jail recently who wasn't illegal, admitted that he was illegal on a DUI. He left our custody. We arrest a lot of people in Amador County for DUIs, so that's not what I'm focused on. Immigration law is not what we do as local. That's up to the feds. But my job as sheriff is public safety, 100%.
And you're one of only 3 municipalities in the state of California pushing back against this. We have call for number 2 right here. This is a map showing some cities and counties that are defying California's SB 54 sanctuary state law: Huntington Beach, Oroville, and then your county, Amador County. Sheriff, I hear from a lot of local police departments in California who are very frustrated with the sanctuary state law. They can't work with ICE on the record, but I'm told by a lot of them, kind of wink, wink, they'll talk to ICE under the table and give them a heads up when some folks are being released. Do you hear that as well?
You know, a little bit. Our release dates are actually public record in our jail. What we're trying to work on is get that information out on our website, so it is available. If anybody calls, media, any personal person can call, and they're going to get a release date from us. So that's really not giving privileged information at that point. It is public record.
I want to get your thoughts. We had this recent horrible case out of Los Angeles last week. An illegal alien from El Salvador has been charged with sexually abusing and murdering one of his own players. He's a youth soccer coach out there. He's also been charged with sexually assaulting 2 other teenage boys. What does it say to you that this guy is in the U.S. illegally and felt comfortable enough in the state of California to not only live there, but work as a youth soccer coach, and is now being charged with sexually abusing young boys for the last several years?
It's absolutely disgusting. And this is exactly what, my whole point is, when is enough going to be enough in California? When are we going to stop doing this and championing these people? We need to look out for the victims. And if you're an illegal and you are a victim, I want you to come to us. There's no questions asked. We're going to help you. But it's the criminals that I'm focused on and we're going to go after so I can keep the residents of my county safe. And every county should be doing this as far as I'm concerned.
And we know ICE appreciates what you're doing. We saw DHS Secretary Kristi Noem tweet at you the other day saying DHS has your back. Keep us posted. If you hear anything else from the state, we'll be in touch.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.